How you doing, everyone? My name is Joe Dino and welcome back to another review. So the video game conference for E3 2018 came out a couple days ago. There was a couple new releases for games, there was a couple new trailers and gameplay shown for each game, and one of the things that I'm looking forward to most out of every single other thing possible was the Elder Scrolls 6. Todd Howard finally decided to give a little preview of what it's going to look like, although it didn't show anything major, which is to be expected from Todd Howard because apparently from what he says it's going to have advanced stuff that we've never seen before, and I'm really looking forward to that. So the trailer, I'll give a very brief thing about it. There isn't much to say about it. It's just mountains. All it shows is a little bit of an area and then mountains in the background, and then it just pops up the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out soon. And soon could be a year from now, 2 years from now. The thing is, I don't mind waiting because it's just the fact that it's going to come out. It's something that's gonna happen. It's not saying oh, we may work on it. They are working on it and it's gonna come out. So I would wait as long as possible because I know it's gonna be amazing, because so far I haven't been disappointed with a single Elder Scrolls game. So this is gonna be a little review about the Elder Scrolls 6 and my prediction for where it's gonna be. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the 10 different races that you can play as. Obviously, they aren't going to probably add any more races. I don't think they would. There's a chance they could. There was 2 little races that they added in the Elder Scrolls Online, but that's not canon. So we're just going to stick with the 10 characters that we already know. So you have the Nords that are in Skyrim. You have the Altmer or High Elves that are from the Somerset Isles. You have the Balsmer or Wood Elves that are from Valenwood. The Dunmer or Dark Elves that are from Morrowind, Bretons that are from High Rock, the Redguard that are from Hammerfell, Imperials that are from Cyrodiil, Argonians from Blackmarsh, the Orcs, which don't have a strict province, they don't have one of their own, they kind of just made a stronghold within Hammerfell and High Rock called Orsinium, and then the Khajiit that are from elsewhere. So those are the 10 different areas that are possibilities for where this game can take place. So far we've had different games take place in different provinces. Starting with the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena, it took place in Cyrodiil. Going to the Elder Scrolls 2, which was Daggerfall, it kind of took place in between High Rock and Hammerfell, so it accompanied both of those. The Elder Scrolls 3 took place in Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls 4 took place again in Cyrodiil, and then the Elder Scrolls 5 took place in Skyrim. There is a little pattern where they can go back to a province, such as the Elder Scrolls 1 and 4, where they were in both Cyrodiil, but you most likely won't have another game that's going to go back to a province because the fans want something new. Now we're going to move to the characters that you play as. In the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena, you play as the Eternal Champion. Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, you play as the Agent or Hero of Daggerfall. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, you play as the Nerevarine. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, you play as the Hero of Kvatch. And then the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, you play as the Dragonborn. We do not know what the Elder Scrolls 6 hero is going to be. We really don't know anything about it. But from the little scenery that Todd showed us, I don't think he'd just show us a random location for nothing. If he did and just gonna, throw us on a loop, that kind of sucks. But from what I see, I'm gonna try to make an inference. So if you look at the trailer, again, I'm gonna put a link in the description below, you're gonna see just a little grass area. So it does not show much, but if you look at it as best you can, in the background, in the far back, you can see mountains. Now these are tall mountains that, normally you don't think they mean too much, but from a person like me who just wants to dive into every possible detail they can find, you can think of a little inference on your own. So we are going to knock out a couple of areas. It's not going to be elsewhere because elsewhere, as you know, or you might know, is just desert area home to the Khajiit. So we're going to get rid of that. It can't be Orsinium because the Orcs don't actually have their own type of province, so that's knocked out as well. It can't be Blackmarsh with the Argonians because it isn't swampy, so we're going to get rid of that. We're also going to get rid of Skyrim, and we also have to get rid of Morrowind because those just came out in in Morrowind and in Skyrim, so those are knocked out. What's left is Hammerfell, High Rock, Valenwood, the Somerset Isles, and then Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil's also going to be knocked out because they already had the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, so that's going to be knocked out. And then the last 4, we can also get rid of the Somerset Isles, because if you know, they have these Iliad type of ruins. The scenery, it's more nice, it's more on the fancy side, and there you just see mountain area. So I wouldn't think it would be the Somerset Isles. It's a possibility, but I really don't think that was what it would be. So then you have Valenwood, High Rock, and Hammerfell. Now Valenwood's an area that just has a bunch of trees. It's very lush. It's like very woodland. From what you see, it's just a bunch of like grass and dirt. You have a bit of rock thing. It looked like an alien ruin to me in the beginning, so I thought maybe the Somerset Isles, but I wasn't sure. So my best bet is either High Rock or Hammerfell. Although those games have been in the Elder Scrolls 2, there is a thing where you kind of go back to the previous game where you can have a remake of it, where the Elder Scrolls 1 was in Cyrodiil and then the Elder Scrolls 4 was in Cyrodiil. So that is a possibility. Now, if you pull up a map of Tamriel, which has all the provinces, and then you look for either mountains, like you know that Skyrim and Morrowind have mountains. If you've ever played the games, you know, Morrowind or Skyrim, they have a lot of mountains within the area. So by pulling up the map, you see that Skyrim is on the northern side and then Morrowind is on the eastern side. They both have mountains that are very high, so the only things that it could be are Hammerfell and High Rock. To the south of Skyrim is Cyrodiil. We've already had a Cyrodiil game that was Oblivion, so that knocks that out. And then underneath Morrowind is Black Marsh. The entire area wasn't swampy. It didn't seem like it would fit the bill for Black Marsh, so that is knocked out. So from what I see, I personally think that the mountains are from Skyrim, and that the area that we're looking at is either High Rock or Hammerfell. It can't be the Somerset Isles, because the Somerset Isles are all the way on the southwestern coast, and that's just an island of its own. And then Valenwood is south of Cyrodiil, meaning it can't be it, and then elsewhere is also south of Cyrodiil, but that's just a bunch of desert area. So my best bet is either Hammerfell or High Rock. I can't take a guess which is going to be. It could be either one, but if I have to choose, I would say probably maybe High Rock or Hammerfell. Seriously, I can't take a pick. That's my best bet. I don't think it would be any of the others, because from what I know, Cyrodiil didn't really have mountains. Only Skyrim and Morrowind had mountains that you can make this inference from. If Todd's just throwing us for a loop and not actually giving us more information than it should be, then you know it could be a different province. I have no idea. And I think that this game would take place after the events from the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, meaning that the Civil War is over, meaning that the Dragonborn defeated Merak, Alduin's defeated, that whole vampire thing, the dragons, all that stuff. Meaning that maybe what happened in that game is going to affect what happens in the Elder Scrolls 6. We can only make inferences, we don't know too much about it, but we can make theories about what the possibility is going to be. We don't know what the character is going to be, we don't know what type of like title he's going to get, but it still interests me, and I'm very, very interested and looking forward to what the game holds. The graphics apparently are going to be much better than what we had. The gameplay mechanics I think would be pretty much the same, but Todd Howard did say that they're going to have advanced stuff that we've never seen before, so that just makes me more interested about it. Now Todd also released his little, let's call it a side project, the Elder Scrolls Blades. It's like another mobile game that you can try out, play. I'm not that interested in it. At first, when I like pulled up YouTube and then I saw the Elder Scrolls Blades, I was like, oh my god, is that the Elder Scrolls 6? Click on it, it's just a mobile game. So then I scrolled down a little bit, it said Elder Scrolls 6, there was a video that showed it, and I was like, oh! So, you know, I felt better about that. But that's the Blades. It's just a mobile game. You can create your own character. Apparently you can make your own town, and then the more you upgrade the town, the more people are going to be there, the more quests you can do. The gameplay mechanics, I guess if you push on the left side, you use your left hand. You push on the right side, you use your right hand. It's a little more in-depth. I would probably get it, but I'm more hyped about the Elder Scrolls 6. That's why I'm making this video. So this video just was a little review about the Elder Scrolls 6 and where I think it's going to personally be. Whatever you guys think, you can leave a comment below. What do you think? Are you excited? Do you agree or disagree? You know, all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.